So this is Joshua. I want to welcome you to the Homepetvet demo, our integration. So I'll be taking you guys through how users initiate background checks on Homepetvet, and hopefully we can get approval for production. I hope you guys are good. I'm good myself. So let's go. So I'll be simulating how users would onboard and then get to the background check section, and then how checker comes in. So I'm using disposable email. So I already have a user. I've logged them up, signed them up. So they received the confirmation, the account activation email, the welcome email for onboarding, and then so I'm able to use this email to come and sign in as this guy. So once our users sign in, the first thing we do is we provide them with a wizard which they fill up, and they provide information about themselves. And in turn, this is the information that we share with Checkr in the integration. So users provide their names and their date of birth. So that section where Checkr requires us to provide the work location, this is how we collect the work location. So Homepetvet is it's a platform that connects pet owners to pet providers. So ideally, a pet provider, they typically pick the pet from the pet owner's address, and then most of the times they take care of the pet at their homes, right? So if it's like day night, like overnight, for overnight service, I'm a pet provider, my work location will be my address. So that's how we collect the work location address. It's the pet provider's address, ideally. If they have an office, then that's the address they provide here. So ideally, this is the onboarding flow for pet providers, because we do background checks on pet providers only. We don't do background checks on pet owners, because pet owners are the customers. So for this, I'll use an address that correlates with an address from the test data. So New York, USA, 01. So pet providers provide, so this is just specific to Homepetvet. People provide information that could help us. So they can provide information about their services. So let's say I do overnight, I do it for 100 per night. So so that's the overnight that we talked about. So ideally, I will go, once someone books me for this overnight, $100 per night, I'll pick their pet and then bring the pet back to my place, and that's where the pet will spend the night. So that's why work location is entered as the pet provider's address. So I'll just run through these because they're not necessarily specific to Checkr. Provide experience. So once customers are done, they are brought here where they review the information that we need to run background checks. That's the address, date of birth, name, and then they can initiate background check. So what we do is that we initiate, customers pay before we initiate a background check for them. So I'm using the Stripe test card. Yeah. Yeah, so once customers are done with adding their payment method, then they can initiate the background check. So they can pay for the background check, ideally. So once customers are finished paying for the background check, what's happening in the background is that we go on to send them an invitation. So we say your payment was successful, an invitation was sent to this email, and then we ask them to check their inbox in order to provide consent and start the background check. So I'll just show you here. So I've received the invite to the background check. So as a customer, I'll click on this email and then I'll go and start the background check. Don't mind this, I'm using incognito, that's why this comes. Yeah, so as a customer, I'll come and then I'll actually fill the form to consent to my background check. Second, 19. Just check and confirm that's the date of birth. Yeah, second, no middle name. Five 24 554. Yep. So once that is done, make sure I check through these. Yeah, and then complete. So yeah, as a customer, once I finish completing the background check invitation, yeah, I expect to come back in my application, and what I will see is background check pending. And then when I come in the customer portal, if I go to background check, what we do is that we're receiving the webhooks from Checkr. By the way, I forgot to show the invitation sent, but initially the status was invitation sent, right? That's when. So once the customer completes the report, we come back here and then we update the status. So we show the background check status and then the report. And then we keep on listening for webhooks from Checkr as the report is completed. Yeah, once the report is completed, again we listen for the webhooks, and this is a case where the background check went through successfully, and then we update the status to background check clear, the report fully completed with no charges were found. So I'll just show you what our admin looks like to show you all the other background checks that we have run for all the different cases. Yeah, so what happens is that once a background check is initiated, we create a screening in our database, and these are all the test cases that we've done just to show you that we've tried to handle and cater for all the webhooks. So I'll just be logging in with all of these customers just to demonstrate that we are handling all the different webhooks. So this is a customer where we particularly, the background check came back as clear, needs review. The report was fully completed and charges were found. So this is one case. Log out. Yeah, so this is a second customer. In this specific one, yeah, the report was cancelled. So this is where I cancelled the report, where no screenings had completed. Yeah. Third case. So this is a case where I completed the report, but one screening that had run returned charges. So there were 4, one ran, but the one that actually ran returned charges. So that's what we show, just as it's recommended in the Checkr access report table. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've tried to handle most of the cases, and yeah, this is just the final case, another case where the background check went through successfully. So ideally, that's it. That's how our integration goes. We've been using the mock test data, and if you check our Checkr dashboard, it has logs for all the tests that we've done. Okay, I don't know why you guys logged me out, but it's cool. Yeah, so I deleted some data on this account. You guys can check the logs for all the other tests that we've done, but these are most of the tests. Clear, consider all the different cases. Yeah, from the table, the guidelines table that you guys provide. Where is it? Sorry. Yeah, this table right here. This. Yeah, so we try to handle all these webhooks down to the last one, and you can review. So once the customer is done, they get the status in their customer portal, and that's it. Background check complete. Yeah, so hopefully that's it. In case you guys have any questions, in case you have any recommendations of what we should do, please let us know, and we'll do just that. Thank you.